All right, let's talk about it, man. Kendrick Lamar just dropped a full interview. It's a long interview. I'm going to cut through some of the pieces, but we're going to talk about it. But for the most part, we're going to play it. We're going to chop it up. Also, Jake Paul calls Canelo a Mexican slave to Turkey LSG. Damn, some big words. All right, let's talk about it.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Yo, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bush, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hooks here so ratchet, these niggas here so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know? Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job.
views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and or the host. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, motherfucker.
This that squad sound.
Hold on. I ain't ready yet. Give me 30 more seconds. My bad.
This that squad sound.
All right. What's good, neighborhood? What's popping? What's happening? What's going? Check. What's good, neighborhood? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Mark Nash. He is I am he. Y'all gonna love this one. Damn good interview with Kendrick Lamar. And let's talk about it, man. He goes through a lot in this interview, talks about growing up, entrepreneurship, Super Bowl, of course, the great rap beef of 2024. So all of that and more. Let's just jump right into it, man. No further ado. Just tap the screen on the way into the room. No, I'm gonna just jump right into it because it's a lot to unpack, and it deserves its own segment right here. Also, Jake Paul calls Canelo a slave. We'll get into that on the second hour. But in the meantime, in between time, let's jump right into it.
Been processing behind the scenes, how you've been feeling about everything happening, all the success?
It's
The success.
Rewind it.
Past few months, I've just been wondering how you've been processing behind the scenes, how you've been feeling about everything happening, all the success.
it's just really just
Give me 1 second, and I'm gonna interrupt.
I want to look at it like
Play this first part.
it's just a continuum of who I am. Really, I've always stayed to myself. Always been in my own bubble, whether it's with the fam or whether it's training. How I process it all is just I continue to do what I was doing 10 years ago, and that's like be better in myself, better in the craft, and not look at it as bright lights, you know?
Right.
And it may sound cliche, but it always worked for me, even when I was younger, you know, playing sports or being in the forefront of presentations and stuff like that. It was like, I gotta look at myself in the mirror rather than looking at it as a crowd or, you know, fame and attention.
So now, early days of your career, you know, Section 80 days, even early mixtapes, and you perfecting your craft as an MC. Did you ever think we'd be at the Super Bowl with this?
I wasn't thinking about no Super Bowl.
You never thought about the Super
I
Bowl
wasn't
with
thinking
this?
about no Super Bowl for sure.
Right.
We was thinking about the best verse and how we gonna split this $5 at Church's Chicken or something like that. It wasn't no Super Bowl. Going to the studio and getting a meal. But
Shout out to churches.
I think
I didn't know y'all had.
well, what I know is the passion I have now is still the passion I had then. And I think that carried on to the Super Bowl. So it was all about being present. As long as I was present in the studio and present in whatever that line was or whatever that mistake was, rapping or doing hooks or choruses or whatnot, I was present in that moment. I felt that passion. I think being present and not actually foreseeing everything kept me in the grounded state of mind.
Dope.
in order to be at, big stages like this.
I think we felt that presence and that focus in your work for the past 15 years. Like Ebro said, going all the way back to projects like Overly Dedicated. And so seeing you perform with Dr. Dre at the halftime show 3 years ago, we already felt like that was the most hip hop, beautiful halftime show ever. And now for you to come back and be the first solo hip hop artist to headline, how does it feel being the artist to hit that milestone? And, just your thoughts on what that means about hip hop's progression. And
Damn, that's crazy. I would have thought
It made me think about like
Hold on one
the
second.
grind of it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't see like the story before the glory, man. That's like shuffling out your mixtapes.
Yeah, but I can't believe he's the first artist. What's up, Steven X? First solo hip hop artist to perform at the Super Bowl. I would have thought it happened by now. I thought Dr. Dre was that, but shoot, looking back, Dr. Dre wasn't the first solo. He brought out a whole bunch of people. He had Mary J. Blige there. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I would have thought it happened by now. Let me adjust this real quick. 3:30, catch our time. Make sure we're on the right time over here. 3:30.
There are hole in the wall spots. It reminds me of the essence and the core response of rap and hip hop and how far it can go. So for me, that should mean everything because it puts the culture on the forefront where it needs to be and not minimized to just a catchy song or verse. This is a true art form. So to represent it on this type of stage is like everything that I've worked for and everything that I believe in as far as the culture. Like I live and die by it. This shit done changed my whole family life. So I don't take it for granted at all as far as an art form,
It feels like that was a lot what this year was about too, right? Like you I guess, you took it and put it on your back and you felt like a line needed to be drawn, right?
Yeah, let's
was
get
that,
to let's get to that part. Ebro.
was that
Let's
your
go on. Let's get
into
to that part.
I guess, you took it and put it on your back and you felt like a line needed to be drawn, right? Was that, was that your intent when you rolled out this year? Was like, yo, I'm drawing a line. Like, this is what it is.
My intent was to always keep, I think from day one was to always keep the nature of it as a sport. I don't care how motherfuckers look at it as far as like uh as a collaborative effort, that's cool too. But I love when artists grit their teeth. Like I still watch battle raps. I still watch Smack URL from Murder Mook to Lux to Tay Rock, my bro Daylight. This has always been the core definition of who I am, and it's been that way since day one. So I don't think it was a thing for this year. It was always just a continuum. And what I will say about this year, it was more from a space where I think a lot of people was putting rap to the back, and you didn't see that. You didn't see that grit. You didn't see that bite anymore.
Yeah, a lot of
So I
pop
always
shit.
took that in consideration in going into any type of my music.
That's interesting. So I hope this makes sense, right? We've been following your journey for about 15 years, and you have been so consistent in the messaging and the focus, like you said, and you've always moved with integrity. So in a lot of ways, I feel like we thought we knew exactly who you were as an artist in a positive way. And then last year, it felt like you unlocked a whole new dimension for us. But that person, like you said, was always in there. But I'm wondering, do you still surprise yourself sometimes? Did you surprise yourself last year, or was it just us, the fans, with our jaws on the floor, just stunned?
That's a good question. Surprised myself? Nah, I don't think I surprised myself because this for me and for my partners that's been around me since 2005, 2006, like my brothers, they know my personality. They know my capabilities,
Right.
even when it wasn't presented to the public at first, right? So this is just like a revolving door of what I've been doing in Carson Studios at the homie garage or my brothers at TDE or just anybody around the city of Compton in LA. It's just magnified to the level where I've progressed it and did enough hours to know, okay, I know where to place it now. I know how to make it connect with people.
It feels like each album too, getting to this point was like, it was an album for the culture and it was an album for the critics. You know what I mean? And then it was for the critics.
Yeah.
And then GNX comes along and it's like, nah. This is an album for anybody, everybody, and anybody who want it.
I don't know. That GNX sound
At
like it
any
was for the
time.
West Coast to me.
And you brought that energy. And the energy you brought on GNX was an energy
Y'all
that I
agree with
don't
that?
think was really happening in hip hop. Like it's
Y'all agree with that? I don't know why I feel like GNX was a West Coast album. It just so happens the world gravitated to it because he was so hot. D Block, what up?
Man, what's up, brother? You good?
I'm blessed, man. Talk to me.
Man, I'm blessed too, man. I know that we talking about Kendrick Lamar, but you know, I had to give you an exclusive.
Hold on, who is this? This not D Block, is it?
Yeah, this is me, brother.
Oh yeah, I ain't hear your. This the inevitable. You ain't do your spill.
Now we good. I got an exclusive for you. Ready?
Cook.
Only to you, my brother.
Cook.
Late at night. David Benavidez versus Dave Morrell did 160 to 170,000 pay-per-view buys. No, my bad. 150 to 160. Dan Raphael has come out with the numbers. My brother, what do you think about that?
What do you think about it?
I think that for his
or
third
do you think
pay-per-view,
that's a success? Being
you know,
all things considered, that's the first pay-per-view. That's first pay-per-view of the year so far, right?
Yeah, it is.
First pay-per-view,
and as boxing fans,
and they don't have no title on the line. Both of them. One guy barely speaks English.
Yep.
With 11 fights, no title on the line. I think that's a success.
And when I look at it like this, I got to keep it real. This is his third time. I think the second time was under Tank Davis. They did over 300,000 pay-per-view buys. You know, the guy's trying to go at Canelo. And at the end of the day, I got to keep it real. For you to say that you're a star, because he said he sold out the T-Mobile Arena, which is a lie. He only did 14,000 feet, and that stadium holds over 20,000 feet.
It holds about 20. It holds 20. Yeah, Spence Crawford.
Yeah,
20.
yeah. So that was a lie. It's all cap. So for him to do that much,
look, to be fair, sometimes you sell out the tickets that we have available. So if we blocked off,
that is true.
Because they used to say Tank Davis was selling out, and I was like, I went to the Tank Davis fight, and I got footage of him of that arena in Atlanta versus him and Gamboa. Didn't sell out. Him and Barrios. Well, I was on the floor for that one, so I don't know. But I didn't do a tour. But that Gamboa fight, that did not sell out. Actually, you know what? Check that. The Barrios fight didn't sell out neither, because if it sold out, I wouldn't be able to steal somebody's seats all the way down, right? If it sold out.
No, that's true.
And we stole
just want to let you know, bro,
group of them. Go ahead.
For me, it's like this, bro. I'm a hardcore boxing fan, and it is not a success because you've been given this anthem that in the post conference he said that he is who he is. He's a star. If you are a star, then you got to make paper numbers, right? And he's not doing that. Those numbers are not going to be no numbers that you could say that you got to leverage against anybody.
Hey man,
this is his third time or fourth time under.
But how much did he get paid for that fight? Because 160,000
$2.5 million he got paid, and he had to reach 800 pay-per-view number, 800,000 to get paid $6.5 million. He didn't reach it.
Where'd you get that from in the contract? Tag me in that
on
I
got my
tag me in on Twitter.
No, you good.
Because
I will.
160,000 times $70 is 11.2 million, right?
And
so if I only paid you $2 million, and that means you the top billing, everybody on the card under there got paid less than you. That means
they had to get paid. I think
everybody got paid less.
800. Yeah.
So that
David Morrell got paid.
Let me finish my thought real quick.
Oh, my bad, bro.
No. I was just trying to make a point. Not because you already about to hit the nail on the head. Everybody else on the event had to get paid less than you. You top billing, right? 11.2 million is 70 times 160,000. I'm just doing raw numbers, right? Gross numbers.
Yep.
You know they sold some liquor. You know they sold some merch. They sold some hot dogs, some popcorn. Coca-Cola was sold. Hot wings, pizza, all that shit got sold. Add a couple million to that, and just add one, maybe 2 million in concessions, right? And I don't know if I'm being generous. I might be being generous with concessions, but let's just add that to it. But no, actually, I'm being. Yeah, you spend more than $7. Like if I pay, you spend more than that's just the pay-per-view. But if you're talking about that gate, add millions to it for the gate. Add a couple million for the gate. Add some millions for concessions because me and my wife together, we're gonna spend $80 a piece. Or not me and my wife, me and the homies, whoever. You know what I'm saying? On drinks, food, whatever. You're gonna spend $100 on drinks and food at a fight. You making some money, bro. So we can't call the event might be a success, right? As a total, far as what they grossed and what they received. Him personally as a star, 160,000 pay-per-views. I get your point, but we can't say the event is a failure or he's a failure because we don't know the P&L statement, profit and loss. How much did they put up to make this event, and how much did they make? So I think that's a determining factor. But go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah, that is true what you say. And overall, it's Canelo Alvarez's show. He makes 80% of every revenue, no matter the tickets, what they sell.
He does that now,
beer,
though, D-Block. He didn't always have that.
Yeah. No. But I'm telling you, what he's making. Comparisons. This guy say
but
he's
it's
a
no
star.
comparison though to Canelo. I mean,
And,
exactly.
Because
by that standard, everybody's a failure. Correct?
Oh yeah, we know that. But I'm gonna let it go like this.
Yes, sir.
I gave you the exclusive by Dan Raphael. The numbers are out, and at the end of the day, he has to bring in more money. He's the only. When Canelo Alvarez left to Turkey, the PBC is left with who? Tank Davis is going to retire in 2025. Benavidez has to be that star. You got to bring more revenue and more money for the PBC. If not, it's just over. Thank you, my brother, for letting me in, and nothing but appreciation and love, my brother.
Man, I'm glad you pulled up. I ain't seen you in a minute. I was like, bro, got monetized on Twitter. He popping, blowing up on Twitter, and I don't even see him no more. You heard me, D-Block?
I love you, brother.
You heard me. Did you hear me?
I heard you, brother.
I said you blowing up. Hold on. I said you blew up on Twitter, and I never saw you no more. I was like, he got monetized and blew up, and then I don't see him no more. So I'm glad you came home.
We're going with. Take care, my brother. I appreciate you.
All right,
Good night.
All right, peace. Yeah.
The Public Enemy level energy. It's a
What's up,
Ice
Clips?
Cube America's
What's up,
Most
Genius?
Wanted energy.
Sure.
Like it's a classic, timeless energy.
Let me rewind that a little bit because D-Block came in for some boxing talk. We'll get to that after this interview. I gotta say this. I gotta disagree with Ebro slightly. I don't feel like the GNX album was quote unquote for everybody. It sounds like a West Coast album. It's like he sunk his teeth into that part of his of his catalog or his DNA, or lack of better words, right? DNA.
His album for the
no pun intended. But let's play it. Pick up where we left off.
Equal people.
It feels like each album too, getting to this point, was like it was an album for the culture, and it was an album for the critics. You know what I mean? And then it was for the critics, and then GNX comes along, and it's like, nah. This album for anybody, everybody, and anybody who want it at any time. And you brought that energy, and the energy you brought on GNX was an energy that I don't think was really happening in hip hop. Like it's a Public Enemy level energy. It's a Ice Cube America's Most Wanted energy.
Sure.
Like it's a classic, timeless energy. Talk about your headspace between Mr. Morale and this GNX.
Yeah, no, that's great. Go back even further, man. Speaking on that energy, like it's my cousins was like DJ Quick, and Dre, these folks that my people was playing. So I always had that DNA. And you heard that DNA a little bit on Good Kid, Mad City, but I wanted to tell my story first, right? And fast forward to GNX, I felt it was just a perfect time because not only the energy was lost, but it was an energy that was bubbling inside of me as well. I wanted to go back to the forefront of just the bite and just the grit of rap, just all raps and hard ass beats. And that's like the basics for me. I thought about what I used to like when I was a kid. Hard raps, good beats, that's smacking, right? And it was a great transition from Mr. Morale because that was my most intimate. I want to go inside of my own psyche and my own personal withdrawals and see how it connects with the public and who can relate. So during this time around, I think it was necessary coming out of that cocoon and feeling like, okay, I arrived now. I can spread my wings and show every state of who I am as far as Kendrick Lamar.
And you really did spread your wings. I mean, you just came off a huge Grammy wins. You walked away with 5 awards, and you won Not Like Us won for Song and Record of the Year, which in itself is remarkable. But I think for people who love and respect hip hop and the roots of this culture, the competitive spirit of it, it has been a little bit mind-bending that you created this massive cultural award-winning anthem out of a battle rap song. And how is that something, after you got off that Grammy stage, you got home in some quiet time, what was going through your head?
I was just thinking about the culture, really. It's always that for me first. I'm not even bullshitting with you. It's like, when people talk about rap, man, the conversations I hear, they think it's just rap and it's not an actual art form. So when you put records like that at the forefront, it reminds people that this is more than just something that came 50 years ago. They forget that it's even been here 50 years, right? And like kind of like belittle it. So I love to see that it gets that type of recognition for just straight raps, from awards to the billboards, all that, because this is truly just as big as an art form and a genre as any other genre. So that's what I think about. And I feel accomplished being able to do that. You know, whether somebody else come behind me and do it again and quadruple it, I love to see it. If that was my purpose to do that, then that's exactly what it was for that particular moment.
I think people often miss the significance of that Record and Song of the Year award, because that Song of the Year award is a songwriter's award. Like, it's not just the biggest song. It's like someone wrote a song. And you as a songwriter, when you see your name up there and it's written by Kendrick, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's powerful. And I think to what you're saying, I think there's a lot of people who have become fans of hip hop.
Right. They don't even realize that significance. Usually when you see songwriters, you see 3, 4, sometimes 5, maybe 6 names up there. Just one on this one.
And they, you know, you like the songs you hear and know, but you're not actually tapped into the work that it takes for you to generate the output, the art.
Exactly, man. As a writer, you know, and that's what I can appreciate the most. And knowing how much time I dedicated over the years and just trial and error, writing the most terrible shit to some of the greatest shit. You know, we all do it, from writer's block to figuring out how to find inspiration from the most non-popular aspects around me. So it's like, knowing that trial and knowing what I put in as far as my thinking process and what it takes to get there, I do not look at it as a small like endeavor because it's a hit record. No, it's actually some writing in that shit. You know, whether it connect with you on a spiritual level, whether it connect with you on a comedic level, whether it connect with you just on a personal dynamic, it's still from a writer's point of view.
Yeah, you are an incredible writer. There's
What's up, Clips?
What's happening, Mark Nash, man? Peace to you, peace to the neighborhood on this glorious day. How's everybody doing?
You sound a little far away from the phone.
It sound a little better now?
There you go. You try to turn it up.
There you go. Yeah. You know, I ain't trying to be too loud. I got the kids asleep, you know what I'm saying? My son's birthday today, so they both in the other room sleep right now. I just wanted to come in and, you know what I'm saying, throw a little 2 cents in before you sit back and just enjoy the show. But yeah, man, I like this interview, though. I did. I caught most of this interview, and I did enjoy it. How'd you feel about it?
I'm playing it right now. I'm doing a live reaction. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching. That's what I'm saying. Like this is like I wanted to come in at this part right now, right here, and just, you know, give my spiel. Creative to creative. I felt what Kendrick was saying as far as he used Mr. Morale to be very now. Like when you was like, you don't think GMX had that Public Enemy feel. I get what Envy was saying. Because the Public Enemy...
That ain't what I said. I didn't say it didn't have a Public Enemy feel. He said, I felt like this album, you did one for the culture, you did da-da-da-da-da, but this one right here was for everybody to sink their teeth into. Me, I didn't feel like this album was quote-unquote for everybody like that. I felt like this album sounds like a West Coast album to me.
I really think this album... I'm more in the middle of what you're saying right there, because I really think this was more of a welcome to LA. This was one of those albums where if you've never been to LA, if you don't know nothing about the West Coast culture, Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted, NWA, Straight Outta Compton, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style type stuff, if you have never tapped into that, you could actually listen to this album, close your eyes, and you could almost feel it. And that's why I feel like GNX was. It was kind of a Welcome to LA album, to where, yes, it was very West Coast, but it was like bringing people in, even from having the Mexicana singer, Drea, I forget her last name, you know what I'm saying? That one sister singing in the intro and at different parts, you know what I'm saying? Showing you that, yes, LA is a city that was founded by Blacks and Mexicans. And that's just not an opinion. That's actually an historical fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where, like, I feel like, you know, Kendrick was such an artist, and he deals in the abstract so much. That's why, you know, I understand what you're saying. You dig what I'm saying? To where I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm more in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was a welcome to LA. He was doing an abstract, immersing somebody into that culture. And I feel like you're saying that you probably felt like you probably should have held their hand and walked them through step by step. And I could agree with that, but, you know, Kendrick's such an abstract artist that, you know, for me, it's like I saw what he was doing.
Oh, I think he did just that, and that's why I think he said that too. Without saying, "Nah, you wrong, Ebro." He just basically he's getting into that part right there.
Right.
You know, it's a complete project, man. It's a damn sure a complete project. Because
yeah,
you know what? Let me take that back. You get what I'm saying? You know what? Let me take that back. Because I forgot he got the joints up there where he flipped the Tupac joint. He flipped the on that big single he got right now with Mustard. He comes in. Ain't no other kings in this rap games, they siblings, nothing but my cheering. One shot, they disappearing. That's a Biggie bar. So I get where they coming from now. Yeah. So he does do things like that. But production wise, it's his most West Coast sounding album, I would think.
Oh yeah, no, you're 1,000% right. Like you said, he gave you a Biggie line while he was crip walking.
Shit like that.
Like nigga, you on the West Coast. I want you to know you on the West, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? These low riders are not gonna stop pancaking. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gonna see is low riders and Dickies. That's all you getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I'm excited for Sunday. I hope he does perform the song.
You say you hope he will perform it. Will he perform it? Will they let him perform it? That's the question.
I think they will. And here's the funny thing about it. He already gave you a preview at the pop out, when he doesn't have to say or perform anything. All right, me and you are old enough to remember how Luke was fighting against censorship and NWA, to where when you had a popping album back in the late 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying, and the police are right off stage.
You could just stand there and the crowd is singing. Yeah, you could just play the beat and the crowd is singing. But if you're an artist like Kendrick Lamar on the biggest stage, you don't do that on this. You want to perform. You don't want to go. I mean, it's cool. Certain parts you can let that you do like a little part and let the crowd say it, like the A minor thing. But you got to set and you want to perform, man. You want people to see you perform, not stand there and let people on TV see the crowd singing your song. You don't work this hard to get to this performance too. Okay, well, I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna just let the crowd perform it. Nah, man, I'm gonna perform.
As much as I want to agree with you there, I once again go back to the pop out, and you called it that A minor. How that is a classic image and a soundbite now forever in hip hop from that concert, because that was crazy. Like, do you realize with just Not Like Us and with TV Off, he's got two songs where he can do his verse, and when he gets to certain parts, do you realize that the cameramen, even the announcers, are probably going to be screaming? Like when he goes to TV Off and he gets to the Mustard part, that's going to get crazy. Everybody's going to scream Mustard. They might even do yellow lights in the stadium just to really mess with people. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be crazy. Have you seen what, the different mustard companies like Heinz and everything have been going with this? Like, they have ran with this mustard chain. As you know, I got a homeboy who's got a whole line of crazy mustard T-shirts. Right. It's crazy. Right. To where he can do Not Like Us. And he can tiptoe that line to where Drake's lawyers are really going to have to whatever, because all he's got to do is play that beat. And when he gets to certain parts, he can let that crowd do it. And I'm with you as an artist.
I feel you. certain parts. That's what I said. But to play that song and not perform and just let the crowd do it, you don't work this hard to get to that stage just to do audience-led karaoke. But go ahead and finish your talk. I want to play the rest of this interview because I want to wrap this shit up and get to this other topic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, it's just I really think that he's got ways to get around doing the song. I think the American public wants to see it regardless. You know what I'm saying? We're Romans and we want our gladiator to, you know what I'm saying, have this full dignitas and, you know what I'm saying, Invictus and go on and do his thing. So he's gonna have to, we're gonna find some way. I think he's definitely gonna find a way to go ahead and give the people what they want, because that's what people are watching to see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end with that.
And I agree with you on that because he had this slot before the GNX album. He had this slot before Mustard. Like, he had this slot already based off Not Like Us and his past catalog. So I would be remiss. I don't see a way where he doesn't perform this song. Keep in mind, too, he could have put this song on the album. He left that song standing by itself. He chose not to put that on GNX album. I saw an interview with Too Short. Too Short said, I don't think he should perform it. He said it hits harder to say, I'm so dope, I don't need to keep talking about you to be dope. I did it. I won the Grammys. I'm off of that. Unless you want to keep playing. But like he said, it's no round twos and you already won, when it comes to this shit. So, but go ahead. You get the final thought and I'm going to play the rest.
And that's a valid point too. That's a good way to approach it. But I think that the Roman, he's in the Coliseum. The Romans are cheering, and Caesar gave thumbs down. We want to see Luther get beheaded. You know what I'm saying, lyrically speaking, and on the big stage. You know what I'm saying. Are you not entertained? And I think Kendrick's going to give the people what they want. I would hope so.
Give them that nigga that came to see. Right. That's what they came to see.
Yeah, so go on and give him a show, give him something to talk about, and that's your name forever.
Though, like back in the days when the Americans were slaves, bringing bones and chains. He ain't got to do that third verse. He could just do that first two verses. That first two verses. Hey Drake, I heard you like them young. You better not ever come to Cell Block 1. Or like he could just do that first verse. Which one ends with A minor? Is that the first verse or the second verse? Trying to scrape the score?
I believe it might be the first verse. I think it's all in the first verse. You know what I'm saying? And the second verse is cold too. But yeah, you're 100% right, especially at the Super Bowl.
I quit at A minor.
Mm-hmm. Let the crowd go on and say it, and then boom, jump into a next song that something that he knows people want.
Squabble up, jump right into Squabble Up, and or go from Squabble Up and Mustard to that, or vice versa. But
right, and the crowd would go crazy. It would be so seamless. Drake, of course, would be mad. The Drake fans would be mad. But it would be one of those things where, hey, dog, it happened. Look, what do you want? What? It happened.
Oh, first verse. Okay, yeah, that's in the first verse. I'm looking at it now. He can end.
Okay.
He can do that. Do that hook and go to the something else.
Yeah, you 100% right. And then, like I said earlier, it would just be something that just happened. What, you mad, nigga? Oh well, it's done. It's done, bro. We in the third quarter now. The Super Bowl show's over with. What, you mad? You tweeting? You ain't watching the game? What you doing? All right, man. But yeah, man, great show. Thanks for having me. Thanks for taking my call, man. I'm in the background. I'm in the background, just going and listening in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to you. Blessed to everybody.
My brother. Hold it down. Peace.
Peace.
Shout out to Lisa Bell and
songs on GNX, like Reincarnated.
Shout out to Lisa Bell and Lake County. They the reason why we doing the show. They and everybody who donated to that last what was that, the Wednesday episode, Tuesday. I wasn't gonna go live. Even when I woke up, I took a nap. I said, I gotta take a nap, because I promised these niggas a show on Friday. So I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job, baby. You heard? So shout out my guy Tay Jones too. See him out there. He in the background, tapped in. I see you, Tay. Salute. Shout out to Tyson Garcia, Lisa Bell, she never fails, Stephen X. Oh yes, my man. Thanks for holding it down, Clips. And Lake County, Puro, Genius of All Genius, BVO Boxing, and everybody watching on X too. We got this new feature I see now. If you type comments on exit should pop up over here as well. So that's kind of dope. Let's continue with this interview, and then we're gonna get into Jake Paul calls Canelo a slave.
I didn't know what to do with that song.
Let's go.
Yeah, you are an incredible writer. There are songs on GNX like Reincarnated.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do with that song for the first few times I heard of it, just trying to figure out where you possibly came up with the inspiration for a record like that. Like when you're working on those songs, are you going through multiple versions until the right thing comes to you? It's hard to fathom, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, records.
That's a good point, because sometimes artists can have an idea for a song and you'll do 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 versions of a song or more until you're like, that's the one. You'll take a verse from this one, take a verse from that one. You'll take a half a verse from the original one and take a half a verse from the last version, merge those two together, and that's the first verse now. Okay, second verse. I'm going to take the line from the second part of the first verse, and then we're going to start the second verse off on the final version with that line, but the rest of the song might be from a different version, might be from a different song years you had prior, you know? So, good question, Nadeska. Nadeska asking good questions.
It's like that. First off, shout out to Tupac. That's just the number one. That was always one of my favorite records from him and Outlaws.
Absolutely. That made niggas beat and song by Tupac and the Outlaws is still one of my favorite Tupac and Outlaws songs. Yeah, that shit is hard. Made niggas, man. I loved it. Loved the song, the video. Man, that was a good record.
Well, records like that, it's always going into my mind of like, what if, right? And crafting out my what if ideas to the masses. So when I think about concepts and I think about what I actually believe and what I feel, I just go through a breakdown as if I'm reading a book, you know, and how I want people to hear this from a book sequence. So my initial process is, okay, how can I open them up to the story? And how can I drive them to the ending point to make them feel truly exactly what I'm trying to convey, whether they take their own perspective from it or they take mine. I just want you to feel it first. You know, the writing is there. Now it's up to me to perform it to where you can feel it.
Good shit.
Yo, give it up for this guy, Kendrick Lamar. Y'all too quiet, man. This guy, you know, this guy doesn't sit down and do this too often. So this is a very special conversation. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
I really do. And shout to SZA too, because you guys are making history
man.
right now.
Yeah.
And you've seen her from her humble beginnings, like she's seen you from your humble beginnings. You've watched her find success, and now y'all sharing the stage at the Super Bowl. Go to this humongous tour that's rolling out next year.
That's a big record, Tyson. Tyson said he will perform that Black Panther song he got with SZA too. Hell yeah, that shit won mad awards. All the stars are falling. All the stars. Maybe tonight be the night. All the stars fall. All the stars. Man, that shit. I don't know what she's saying half the time in that. Put a case on me, but I like it though. I know the feeling. I know the feeling of the song. It got an 80s bob to it, like the way them snares and the sounds. It kind of remind me like a old song like Prince would have made. Like, not Prince, but you get the point.
Talk about this moment in both of y'all's career. Have you guys had a chance to even see each other in this moment and be like, yo, like?
We haven't even had a chance to crash out about it because everything has been moving fast, like far as production and rehearsals and stuff. So
career, have you guys had a chance to even see each other in this moment?
You talking about SZA, okay.
And be like, yo, like.
We haven't even had a chance to crash out about it because everything has been moving fast, like far as production and rehearsals and stuff. So we speak, but we haven't really got a chance to settle into the moment. For me personally, watching her, you know, her career and where she's come from, it's amazing to see. I get to finally see.
Tyson said he can't say Drake's name. Tell me why.
How certain individuals see me come up in the process, because I seen her day one coming in the studio and writing songs, throwing away songs, writing another song, throwing away songs, and songs is hard. And I understood that process though. I wanted to be great. You know, even when people saying this is classic record, she like, no, I'm gonna write another one. And I understood that and I seen it. So to see it now magnified, it's like she always had it, man. She always had it. And I'm just honored to be next to a talent.
Yeah, you've both worked really hard to be here in this moment. And on Heart Part 6 is really...
He said, do songs at the Super Bowl that appeal to all Americans. Man, people don't just watch the Super Bowl in America, though. It's the biggest event here, but people watching that Super Bowl all around the world, man. That's a big deal. I didn't even realize this, but the Zone is charging $179.99 plus tax to watch the American Super Bowl. And I'm like, this can't be to us. Like, and I thought about it. That's not for us. Because we can watch it on regular TV. That is for the people all around the world that want to watch the Super Bowl. That's probably the most expensive thing you can buy on that app. They charging almost $200, Stephen X, just to watch the Super Bowl on that DAZN app. That shows you there's a demand for it globally. Globally, all over the world, people are buying that one event so much where they charging $200. They even advertise it complete with American commercials, U.S. commercials, and a halftime performance. Basically, they're gonna broadcast. They pay for a stream, and they selling that stream to people on their app who are in Australia, the UK, Saudi Arabia, whatever the places may be, and they can't get that. Like, you'll get a version. You can watch Super Bowl, but you might not get the halftime show, or you might not get the U.S. commercials. They selling that whole package. Everything that you and I can watch on free TV here. So I thought that was pretty incredible. I was like, damn, we take that for granted. Something like the Super Bowl that we can just watch or not watch. People are willing to pay $200 to watch some shit that we gonna skip over, some of us, on Sunday.
Amazing to hear you detail that journey for old and new fans, coming up through the ranks at TDE and now launching your own agency, PG Lang. So performing at the Super Bowl halftime show is very much, us as fans getting to celebrate you and this beautiful musical legacy, but also now you're stepping out as an entrepreneur. What has it been like to build your own business and to also showcase some of that creativity from your agency on this platform?
Oh man, I love the process. Shout out to PG Lang. Make some noise with PG Lang. Yeah, that's my team, man. It's 30 incredible individuals, 5 extraordinary executives that work day in, day out to make sure we are doing something that will long live the culture. From a music standpoint, from a creative standpoint, fashion, film, books, day in, day out, of just being around like-minded individuals that have different perspectives outside of just music. So through that process, it was a challenge for me, but even more a process of me enjoying, different ideas and different backgrounds and how to look at things. I love it. Being on calls and, formulating business ideas and ventures outside of my usual norm, it challenges me. And I can't wait to see what happens next. I know it's going to happen next. Yeah.
I think for the audience too, and anybody watching around the world, the PG Lang thing is, I think people see you as an artist and someone who makes music, but I don't know if you want to share it today, but the level of detail that you yourself, along with Dave and shout to the whole PG Lang team, but y'all as friends that came up together, you in the edits. Like what we're going to see on Sunday is a PG Lang production.
Yes, that's all PG Lang. That is us sitting day in, day out, from the edits, the production, the stage design, the music, the sound tech. It's everything across the board, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of creative individuals. I can't sit here and say it's all me, because these are people that are just as passionate and want to see us win, but also want to put out something that lives a long, long time. And
oh man, make some noise with PG Lang. That's difficult, man. It's so difficult to get 3 people on the same page, 2 people on the same page, let alone, what he say, 30 to 40 individuals. Nah, bro, that's hard, man. I'm sorry, that's difficult. Excuse me, pause. That's difficult, man, to get that many people on the same page for a common goal. Let's continue.
But with Dave's creative mind, it's just, he's insane, man. That dude is like Basquiat in so many different fashions. You can clearly pick his brain about anything, and he'll give you an answer right down the middle to help you decide for yourself. So that's something I can always appreciate.
Yeah, I'd say with all of your powers combined, y'all are really diabolical. Like, when you roll out the videos, all the visuals.
When all your powers combined, I am Captain Kendrick. No, I'm joking.
For GNX, just the way you all move strategically together, it is inspiring beyond the music. Just thinking about how to approach life and art in a holistic way. And so when it came down to planning for the Super Bowl now, you've teased on the album coming up to New Orleans with this LA energy. How did you guys approach the show and trying to figure out how to pay tribute to the classics in your catalog with this new music in like a 13-minute set list?
Yeah, it's wild. Miss Morale is like an hour and 30-minute tour, so it's like you got to smack the shit down all the way to 13 minutes. It's kind of wild and it's interesting because it lets you know kind of where you at and your perspective on how you think about catalog and music. For me, I love being present. I love being present, man. It's my favorite. It's very hard for me to live in the past. Very hard. I respect the past wholeheartedly, but being in the now and being just locked into how I feel and the energy I have now, that's the LA energy for me. That's something that I want to carry over to New Orleans and for the world to see. This is me. This is Kendrick Lamar, 37 years old, and I still feel like I'm elevating. I'm still on the journey though, you know. And I want that energy to, you know, ooze out into the television and to the people that's in that building.
Nice.
Well, and on that, you know, the connection between Black culture and New Orleans and how important and shaping our ancestors were in this town, music, jazz, all that. You always put our culture and Black culture at the forefront of your brand, your music. Same thing in LA. A lot of our family members moved out to California from the South for new opportunities.
Man,
so
what?
there's a big connection between LA and the South. So when you say you walked in to New Orleans with that LA etiquette and all of that, I don't know if people really grasp that, but you got to be feeling that energy, like when you are out ready on Sunday to do your thing.
That's a bar. It's crazy, bro. Out of all my friends, LA, us growing up, all our grandparents either from Louisiana, Texas, Chicago, like period. So our dialect and how we talk, it gauges from like the South and like the Bay Area. So like going to the store, we say I'm finna go to the store. Like that's some South shit, you know what I'm saying? That's not no LA, right? So that energy right there, and you know, making that correlation, it means a lot to me for people to understand that. And
we almost done with this interview.
The culture and just being Black, I can't help that, man. It's just not something that I think about or even try to like go. I'm Black. It's just go.
It's not on you.
Yeah, it's gonna come out every time. I can't sugarcoat it. You know, I can't downplay it. I'm at a point in my life I can't necessarily fake the funk for nothing. And I've always had an essence of that. But you know, you have kids and shit. It's just like I have to be who I am authentically. And if you know the world can accept that, then so be it. But who rocking with it, I'm gonna put it all the way out there. You know, whether it's in private or whether it's on the main stage.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people and a lot of artists stand in themselves as authentically as you have. And I think one of the questions we've all been wrestling with over the past few months, watching you and the way you've moved, is really what is the role of an artist? And I think lots of people have very different definitions, but young Kendrick, again, back to overly dedicated and Section 80 mixtape Kendrick and GNX Kendrick, Super Bowl, Grammys Kendrick, has your idea of what the role of an artist is, you as an artist, has that ever changed?
I don't think I knew exactly what my role was early on. I had maybe clues of it, but now today I can truly say it's to express myself and express things that people can necessarily say on the daily and for them to actually relate to. And come from the most vulnerable place where people can actually feel it. I think that is, for me, that's the role for me as an artist. I don't give a fuck what place it come from. I could be the most angry person on the record. You gonna feel that shit that day if you woke up and you felt that. You want to smile, you gonna feel it because I'm gonna make sure I'm present that particular time in the studio, in the booth, that I feel happy and I feel energized and I feel, you know, if I feel frustrated, you're gonna feel it. And to carry that as an inspiration for people that's listening that may not have a voice, that, you know, I've grew up with cats, still to this day can't have a conversation. The most meanest, you know, aggressive individuals, but they can't even look you in the eye and express themselves the way they want to. So they resort to other things. And when I think about that, and I know that I have the tools necessary to communicate myself properly and effectively, I got to do it for them. I got to make records like Reincarnated. I got to make records like Man in the Garden. I have to, because they feel that way, but they cannot project it. And when they hear somebody actually giving them affirmations, it allows them to speak more freely and be open, because again, I come from the same place they come from.
Well, Kendrick, we might not see you outside again soon after Super Bowl. Of course, you have the GNX tour. Listen, I know you also don't love doing interviews, but we are grateful. We're so grateful for all the music and the moments that you've given us over 15 years. And in the last year, your presence and your focus, it is noted. So thank you. We really appreciate it. Thanks for taking our questions.
Thanks for fighting for hip hop, man.
Oh, for sure.
Thank you for fighting for hip hop.
It is really appreciated. And now, we have some questions from our kid report.
I got one more thing for you, Kendrick, before we go to our friend here, Hayes Adler. What should people expect to see and understand about Sunday's performance?
Storytelling. I think I've always been very open about storytelling through all my catalog and my history of music, and I've always had a passion about bringing that on whatever stage I'm on. You know, whether it's a war tour or whether it's 500 people at Key Club, I've always had a form of that. So I like to be on that sense of, you know, make people listen, but also see and think a little.
I think this is going to be one of those performances where people are going to be digging up Easter eggs for
I mean,
years,
that's the Kendrick
years
thing,
to come.
you know.
Right?
Even when it's not an Easter egg, people gonna make one up, right, Ken? Hayes, this is Hayes Adler. He's got a question for you,
What's up,
Kendrick.
man?
Hi, Kendrick.
What's going on?
How do you prepare for such a big performance? Do you have a favorite way to stay healthy and active?
Yeah. I do some laps, whether it's some sprints. If we talking about, let's go from, okay, on a physical level, I give you that. Maybe it's a 2-mile warm up or a mile warm up, maybe some push ups, just to get the body movement. Sometimes you be out on that stage, man, and you need some oil on your knees a little bit to get moving and get cranky. So physically, yeah, I'm just exercising the body, a little bit of stretching, a little bit of all that. And on a mental level, I'm usually playing some Isley Brothers just to calm not my nerves, but calm my excitement and just give it a balance, you know. So that's my prep right before I go out.
Thank you, Hayes. Thank you so much. And now Alvin Williams. How you doing, sir?
What's up, Kendrick?
What's up, man?
I'm a little with Big Brother and Big Sister New Orleans. What has mentorship meant to you during the course of your career? And if you could thank your mentors for believing in you, what would you say?
Oh man, mentorship has been everything. To be around individuals that experienced every little thing that you think that you're the first person to go through it with, it's a difficult task when you're a young individual because you're like, shit, you don't know what you're talking about. But as you progress and you be like, damn, he or she was right, you begin to understand life a little bit better and not be so judgmental to people that have been here before you, right? The greatest thing I would say, a couple mentors that given me was like affirmation, and to always give myself space to believe in who I am, even when I wasn't feeling it, right? You can accomplish so many small things or big things, and you still can fall in a slump where you doubt yourself. And even though these mentors haven't seen the spaces and been in the places I've been in, it was always time to allow me to share exactly who I am or how they see me and what I'm capable to give to the world. And I think that goes a long way, from people in the highest places and the lowest places. We all need them.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alvin. And we have one more question from young Dylan.
What's up, Mr. Kendrick Lamar?
There you go. That's an artist right there.
Yes, sir. It's a truly honor to meet you. And my question I have for you is, what advice could you give to kids about not being like anyone else? And how could they stay authentic while pursuing your path?
It's a great question. They say the number one thing people feel in a room, over love and over fear is being authentic. And this is my homegirl, Ink, actually, we was talking about this in the studio. She brought this in the studio. And I was like, damn, how many times I've been in a room where people felt you so intensely that it inspired them and inspired the person next to them and inspired the people in their household.
Come on, man.
So how to stay authentic? Was that the question? Or you have to believe in yourself and have to know that it's only one you. You and an amazing individual, unique. You're a miracle. I wake up every day and I'm like, this shit is crazy.
Yes.
Not crazy from a standpoint of being a celebrity. Crazy, just life. It's just wild. When you really sit down and just think about it and just bug out on some wild shit, it's wild. And to know that you are in this existence and in this world, visuals only you have to know that you got to carry that authentic nature of allowing yourself to say, this is who I am. This is how people are going to see me and also going to respect me. And it's going to inspire people to have truth, because when everyone's authentic, what comes out of that is true love. It's just no boundaries. We don't have any courtship on judgment. We don't have any perception of being able to ridicule anyone, because you showing up as your true self, I'm showing up as my true self. And carrying that nature, it take you places. Appreciate
His
you.
answers are just as thoughtful as in the music. It's ridiculous. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Kendrick.
Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the great Kendrick Lamar, please. Thank you so much for your work and your dedication. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Go here and have fun on Sunday. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us today.
All right, man. We'll drop the link out there, let y'all pull up, tell me what y'all thought of the Kendrick Lamar interview. Again, this interview, you can replay the full interview on Apple Music. It's available on Apple Music. I'm sure a lot of people have it chopped up on YouTube somewhere for you to check it out as well. But yeah, let me drop the link out there. I'm gonna let y'all tell me what y'all think of that, and then we're gonna jump into a little boxing talk. Jake Paul calls Canelo a slave because you didn't get the deal you wanted. Because he chose to fight the black guy instead of you. He's a slave. Oh my God, the white privilege is oozing out with that one. disappointed with Jake Paul. I never thought he would say that. That's why you went with it, bro? Because you couldn't get your way? Things didn't go your way? I'm gonna go through his full response, but I'm gonna put the link as well on my post page. They used to be called a community tab, but they call it posts now. So when you go to my channel, you'll see videos, live, shorts about, but of course you'll see all of those things, but also you'll see something that says posts. That's my wall. And if you ever hear somebody say, I'm gonna put this on my wall, they got it from me. Just to let you know, nobody was calling it their wall. It was always the community tab. But it's definitely the community tab still to me, and it's the wall, it's the post tab for you. So let me put that over here on the post, and I'll put the panel link over there because some people tell me they can't click the panel link from the live chat. So make sure I do that. Live panel link. Live stream panel link. And this is not gonna be a very long live too, man. I'm gonna try to get at least an hour in on this next topic or less, maybe 45 minutes or less on this right here, so I can get some stuff done in the studio that I didn't get done yesterday, because after hearing that interview, I am inspired. I'll tell you what, this artist is inspired by what I heard there, and yeah, it gives me some energy. Also, Kanye has a new album dropping this summer. He's dropping it on June the 15th, I believe. Lil Wayne is dropping June the 6th, June 6th. He's dropping the Carter 6 on June 6th. See what he did there, Carter 6, June 6, 666. I don't know. Is it a meaning behind it? Who knows? But that's what Lil Wayne got going on too in the hip hop world. So lottie-dottie, everybody. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments, react to that, and then I'm gonna just move right on to the next one. If anybody else don't, if we all done on this. check. All right, here we go. Hip is the thought. Okay, Stephen X said, hip is the thought, hop is the movement. Okay, I like how you did that. Sounds familiar. I heard that before, I feel like. Where you get that from? Because I've heard it somewhere. Was that KRS or somebody? I feel like I heard that. V314 BB Radio said, will they let him perform that? That's a good question. I don't know. Will the NFL allow him to perform that song due to the pending lawsuits? I don't see why not, because it hasn't stopped people from playing it on the radio. It hasn't stopped people from awarding the song. And he came out to probably one of the catchiest and damaging lines with trying to strike a chord where it's probably A minor, and right when he's grabbing the mic. So they played all of that. Yeah, hey Drake, I heard you like him young. You better not ever come to sell about one. All of that. I mean, that's bad. Mustard on a beat. Oh, Debo, any rap nigga, he a free throw, man down. Call the ambulance, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. When I first heard this song, I didn't even know. I don't know if y'all remember. I did a breakdown to it. I was like, who the hell is Tizo? I didn't even know who Tizo was back then. Still hasn't listened to his music though. Respect to him. I heard something with him on it, like on Sirius Radio, but not enough for me to Google, respectfully. Yeah, but it's like he said, what do you say? I'm finna pass on his body on John Stockton. Dun, 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 dun. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God's watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like, that shit is hard, bro. I can't picture him not doing that first verse. And that right there, say Drake, he could drop the beat. I mean, he not like Clip said, that part right there. Let the crowd say that part. You know. Hey Drake, I heard you like him young. You better not ever come to Cell Block 1. Teeny girl to talk to him, they in love, and then put the mic back and let the crowd say it. Or the people at home gonna say it. Everybody knows this song now. This is a big record, like to take away from what Stephen X was saying. He said, do the songs that Americans gonna love. Because I get it, it's an American sport. It's the biggest sporting event in America every year. Man, they was playing this shit at the Olympics, bro, all summer long. It was a clip going around. That's probably why Drake was mad at LeBron too. It was a clip going around the way Steph Curry was like, "Damn, man, they would, they just warming up, shooting around, and the camera's really close to him." And he was like, "Man, I'm tired of them playing this song. Damn, man, play it all the time." LeBron was like, "I like it." Drake was like, "What?" LeBron was like, "Yeah, I like it, man. Shit hot." And basically, you know what I'm saying? Steph Curry was like, "Yeah, but it's so many other good songs. All they do is play this song all the time." And I think Clips had hit it on the head too, pause, when he said, because he had left a comment on one of the posts on my wall. Let me find it, because I put a survey up. Let me share this. Let me share the screen. I put a survey up on my wall, and I said, "Hey, look." Actually, this is a different survey. Here we go. Best diss track of all time. Leave a comment if you have one better than the ones listed. All right. I had Paca's number 1, Hit 'Em Up. Kendrick Lamar's number 2 choice. Nas Ether was the 3rd choice, and Ice Cube, No Vaseline. Those were some of the options I had for best diss track of all time. Nas Ether is winning by 57%. Tupac, Kendrick Lamar, and No Vaseline are all tied for 2nd place. How about that? It's a 3-way tie for 2nd place. But Nas Ether is like, psh. And I think that is part of the reason why that song is up there too. No different from like one of the best stories, say what you want to about Eminem, but Stan is one of the best written stories in rap history. Like, it's so different, so creative. Nobody has ever done it before or since then. But you know what? We say that word all the time. We'll call somebody a stan. We turned a noun into a verb. Stan is a person's name. It's a person. He turned stan into a verb. Yo, you acting like a stan right now. You standing for somebody. We don't turn it into a verb. No different from ether. Ether is a verb now. You like, yo, I'm about to ether this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows what you mean when you say it. Put them in the dirt. Like Errol Spence. So I get it. I get it. But Clips had put something I thought was a good comment, and I'm gonna read it. Very good point. He said, "Too many classic diss records to name, but after sweeping the Grammys, I got to give it to Kendrick." And I was thinking, because I was thinking like, damn, man, these other ones wasn't nominated for Grammys. No Vaseline, Ether, Hit 'Em Up. So, and keep in mind, for you to be nominated for a Grammy, your label does that. It's not like, oh, the song's so big and so dope, I'm going to submit it for a Grammy. No, your label does that. So I was like, damn, to be fair, I don't even remember if none of those was nominated. I said, but not a bad choice with what he said for as Kendrick, right? He said, "Mark, I doubt it, but here we go. This is what I thought. I thought this was good." He said, "Mark, I doubt it, but regardless of regardless of the hows and whys about how we got here, we saw/are seeing something that's never happened before. We can't diminish or cheapen the fact that Not Like Us is a diss track that has surpassed Hit 'Em Up in so many ways and now earned Kendrick Lamar 5 Grammys. Hit 'Em Up was and is still, in many opinions, the biggest and/best diss record of all time. Yet, objectively, anyone can see and acknowledge that Not Like Us has become more than a diss record, regional anthem, etc. It became bigger than just hip hop." I thought he made a good point, man. Shout out to Clip. Lake County just pulled right up behind him. He was like, erroneous. Ether is a word that has been redefined in many people's lexicons. Man, look at my audience, man. Shout out to my audience. You motherfuckers be typing, man. Love these comments. Well written, great points. Yeah, this is good reading right here. He said, ether is a word that has been redefined in many people's lexicon, no longer used as a word for a flammable liquid. You can use to cut coke and triple profit. All right, now I gotta put See, hold on. Now I got. Man, why we had to go straight to cut and coke and triple and why we had to get to that Lake County? He said it went from a noun to an adjective. I think it's a verb. I think it went from a noun to a verb. It's an action word. I'm about to ether you. Don't get ethered. This is gonna happen to you. It's the action. Ether turned into some action. Let me see what Foodie said in chat. Somebody said, so is Kendrick in the top 5 MCs now? Yeah, he's definitely a top 5 MC now. Like, name you talking about now as in the present? Yes, he's definitely number 5 in the present. You talking about top 5 all time? That's argumentative, depending on your era and what your era and like your style of music that you into. Some people don't like Kendrick. They think he's too wordy. You get what I'm saying? He's a rapidy rap nigga, like on some Lupe. You get what I'm saying? He's very rapidy rap, very Lupe-ish. So, but he mixes in some of that Andre 3000 when he harmonizes with himself. So, and some people don't like them as great as I think they are. So I think that's all about your perception. But nobody, I don't know anybody really that I've ever talked to that I can get 5 people up here right now and 5 different people gonna give me a different top 5. It depends on age. Like I said, your age, your circumstances, because that means what you can relate to. Also, I think it's very present on, like I said, your style and your taste. Region too. Because some shit you just can't relate to because your region wasn't into that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't walk like that. Y'all don't dress like that. Y'all don't dance like that. Now, even with that said, you find some artists where they don't do that here. But me and my crew, yeah, we was dressing like that. Yeah, we had the Timberlands on. But where I'm from, niggas don't wear Timberlands. You get what I'm saying? Or we might have wore Dunks. Over here, they don't wear Dunks. They wear or Jordans. They might was wearing something else. You know what I'm saying? They might have been wearing Jabot jeans and Reeboks. Where you from? Oh, got my soldier rag and my Jabots, babe. You know what I'm saying? They might be on some New Orleans shit with some Reeboks, Jabot jeans, and a soldier rag. And killing it today. Oh, they killing it. Out there stunting. That might not be where you from. Over here, we'll have a Sherlin on with some Timbs, something like that, and a fitted. Shit. So I think it's cultural, regional. So, and it's everybody's opinion. And some people might not have somebody in their top 5, but you might still have them in your top 10, maybe your top 15. But good question though. Good question, Robert. Foodie said the NFL is not preventing him from performing the Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. This is what I read on Google, but I don't have a source for it. I ain't mad at it. And I can't picture them inviting him and telling him he can't do that. Because at that time, did he have an album out? Nope. He just had a hot feature with Future. And had just had a Drake beat. That's what he did last year. And he had the Super Bowl after he won that battle. After they was playing that shit all over the Olympics. We found out he was going to do the Super Bowl in what? October, November? Something like that? When did we find out? When did they announce that? I know he had already won that battle. And he had won that battle with that record. And that record was everywhere. And I mean everywhere. So I can't picture them telling him he can't do it neither, Foodie. I'm with you on that. Foodie said, people have made videos also saying that the NFL will not prevent him from performing. Okay. Yeah, I can believe that. It's just a question that I had in survey. I heard somebody say they might not want him to do it. I know not Tupac. Too Short did a video saying he shouldn't do it. Okay, so it's around September, September right now. Because GNS dropped in November, so it might have been like September clips because we knew he was performing at the Super Bowl for a while. And if he don't drop another album within the next, what we got? 48 hours. Deuce owed me $50. Remember that? Because Deuce said he gonna drop another album before the Super Bowl. If he don't drop another album, Deuce Times owed me $50. He got 48 hours to drop an album, right? Deuce Times, you on the clock? $50. I forgot I had that bet. Y'all remember that bet though, right? It was $50. It was $50. 48 hours, Deuce. I want my 50, and I want it on the day of the Super Bowl. Sunday morning. I don't want to hear it. Well, he dropped the album Sunday night, right after the Super Bowl. Nah, bro. I said, is he going to drop another album before the Super Bowl? Run me my money. We got 48 hours, man. Not even. We got one day. He got one more day because it's Friday now, going into Saturday, Sunday morning. Deuce, I need my 50, dog. Who remember that bet? Somebody said, also thought Kenny would drop an album again, but I didn't bet anyone. I bet. And I was like, I don't mind losing that because the album going to be fire. But I was thinking, oh, this is the album. You're going to push and perform. You're going to push this, Mr. Morale. It's a 13-minute set. You're about to drop another album. It can take a long time to drop albums anyway. You know what I'm saying? He put a lot into it. Nah, do this big Super Bowl performance, get the buzz up. Everybody going to be like, oh, this is crazy. And then he kick off that damn, that stadium tour right before that. Drop the new album right before that stadium tour. That's what I would think he would happen. But I think when we made that bet, he hadn't got announced for his world tour. So that's your bad, Deuce. It's all good. I forgot, man. I forgot. But now I remember. Oh, I remember. Yeah, that nigga Nash got some money coming this weekend. One of my bets. Should have bet him 100, huh? Should have bet him 100. Somebody said, when is Drake dropping the album? Man, Drake is touring in Australia right now. That's what we do know. He is touring in Australia. Somebody said Future is number one. See what I'm saying? That depends on your opinion. I'm not mad at that. But that's how you feel. Somebody said Future rap like he got peanut butter on it. Somebody said dirty soda in the styrofoam. Man, Future get you going though, man. I ain't gonna lie. If you in the club and it's one of those areas where they fucking with Future right now, because Future got some joints. He got some joints. I can't say that March Madness. Dirty soda in the styrofoam. Spend a day getting my mind going. When all I'm mad, and all with a cat. We don't want to get it real. All these niggas do, these niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like any real movie, go and let him have it. We bought it like it's March Madness. Or the cops shooting niggas tragic. I don't want to live in madness. I can play for man. That shit'll get you going. That shit'll get you going. You got that, I'm covered in money. These niggas, these bitches, they all want it from me. I'm covered in money. I don't even think he made that a single, but that shit was on that album. Oh man, that joint with Rihanna was crazy. He got some joints with Drake. Man, Future got some joints, man. Don't get that twisted now. MCing though, I mean, lyricist or rapping, because he's definitely MCing. Say what you want to. He's controlling the crowd, and he got them going to his way. Definitely been copied and duplicated. Well, imitated. A lot of niggas start imitating Future. Yeah, Future was a wave, bro. Still is. He just announced he's dropping a new album this year. I think he dropped 3 last year. Future active, man. Got to give it to him. That's not easy to do. But some would say, well, if you rap like Future, man, shit, I can make 3 albums too. Try it. It's not as easy as you think. There's a lot of people trying and failing trying to do what he do. Somebody said, also thought Kenny would drop again, but I didn't bet anyone. Somebody said, I remember the bet. I was on a panel with y'all. Okay. Somebody said, when is Drake dropping? I already answered that. All right, cool. Let's move forward. Jake Paul. What's up, Clip?
Not much, man. Don't mind me. I was going to call in instead of jumping on the panel because, like I said, my kids sleep.
You ain't gonna tell me why. Go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, man. I'm with you, though. Future's different, Future's different. Like, might not be everyone's cup of tea, but you can't deny it. You know, it's one of those things. Once again, rest in peace to the great Herb Gotti. You can say what you want to about the Ja Rule and the Nelly's runs. Don't act like you obviously you weren't outside if you didn't hear them damn songs. And I think at some point, like, creators like me or you understand this, but I think casual fans probably need to start creating a new category for that. Instead of saying, oh, this person's whack, this person's whatever. Yeah, that might, like you said, depending on how old you are, your regional taste, how you was exposed to, now you don't get that vibe. But there's so many artists who know I can't relate to whatsoever, but I can't act like I don't see that 5 million, 10 million streams and views. I can't act like, no, I didn't hear this dude's song when I was in the bar. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. And that's what I was saying, like, got to give him credit what credit is due, even if it's not your cup of tea. Study it. Study, like, what is it about this beat? Because it's not just him mumbling, right? People know these words. You can Google the word. You listen to the beat. The beat has a vibe to it. The melody, the way he uses auto-tune versus the way T-Pain was using it. You get what I'm saying? Or Lil Wayne was using it at the time. So I think all of that matters. But shit, man, I got to move to the next one at this point. I'm on this Jake Paul shit. Jake Paul put out. Let me see if it's on his Twitter or his Instagram. Let me see if he took it up, because that looks bad. It looks bad.
You really said that though, huh? You said that to Canelo.
No, hold on. Let me read this post. Let me set up the story. Jake Paul. Let me share the screen so that people will know what I mean when I say these things. Jake Paul put this out on Twitter, and it reads as follows: breaking news: Canelo Alvarez ducked me, Jake Paul, and is now an owned slave with no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who support him on U.S. soil. It's not surprising when his whole career he has done nothing for the sport outside the ring. I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. When all your events tank and lose money, you will all realize who the king of the sport is. 28 years old. Biggest fight in boxing history. My own boss, not owned. 5 years in. All you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the era of good. The era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP. Oh my God, this nigga said, tell us how you really feel.
Was he microdosing?
And look, put an AI picture up of Canelo on his knees and Jake Paul looking up to Jake Paul. This is where we at with the clips. Go ahead. What you got on this?
I don't know, man. I think Jakey might have been microdosing when he typed that, because he's feeling himself for real. Like he might have just hopped out of some Sweetwater. He just got finished clapping some cheeks, walked out on the patio, smoked a blunt, and then picked up his phone and decided he got time today. He was feeling himself. The view was lovely, because like, man, I mean, I ain't mad at him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to claim it, right? You got to claim it. You know, if you don't play your own music, I mean, if you don't toot your own horn, sometimes you'll never hear music. But damn. And then he said this man ain't did nothing for Mexicans or the sport of boxing. I don't know, man. I didn't hear him say that.
He said,
well, you know what I meant about that? He said, did enough for Mexican fans to support him.
I don't want to misquote him. I think that's important what he said. He said, you are our own slave with no regard for the pride of Mexican people who support him. But he also said, it's not surprising because you haven't done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the ring. Outside the ring, you haven't done anything. I guess he's talking about like what Jake Paul did with Serrano and what he's doing with MVP promotion. A lot of these people, other fighters could have did this.
That's very true. That was one of the things, you know, I'm weird about Jake Paul, but the reason why I don't get too mad about his presence in the sport is over his time, over these 5 years in the sport, he did some things that I got to give him credit for. You know, he got these ladies who are phenomenal boxers, phenomenal warriors, regardless of their gender or whatever. But he gave these ladies platforms that they were being denied. And let's just be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like, other artists, he's not tripping. Other people could have did it. Other people could have, you know, they could have done this long before him. It didn't take a YouTuber, you know what I'm saying, fighting exhibition fights to get some of these people shine, you know. And so, you know, and that is one of the nanny boo-boos Jake Paul can forever say to, you know, even, yeah, that's sort of a nanny boo-boo that Jake Paul can say to.
Which one? Say it again. I'm sorry. What's the nanny boo-boo?
That he did in his 5 years provided opportunities for the sport of boxing that prior to have never been seen. He can always say that, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Let me end this survey right here. I'm gonna put another survey up. It says, will Kendrick perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl? 75% says yes, 15% says no, and 10% say NFL won't allow him because of the pedo lines. All right, so we'll end that one. Let me put this other survey up. Did Jake Paul go too far? Clips, that's the question right there. So you think, yes, he did go too far, correct?
Well, yeah, man, you know, you call a man a slave.
White,
you call a man a slave.
You're a white man, bro. I think Jake Paul don't know where he at. Like, you're a white man from Ohio, privileged Disney kid. Bro, you are white privilege personified, talking about what you did in boxing. You're white privilege personified. You know, you are Instagram, TikTok, Disney kid. Disney, man. You came in the door with that kind of things behind you, right?
You got the machine.
And you had a brother. You know, your big brother was doing it too, right? You guys are Disney YouTube kids, right? We're allowed to do things on the internet to make money that most people can't do. You know what I'm saying? Well, they doing it now, but back then, come on, man, that was unheard of. They would have turned your TV off, canceled you, would have took your shoes. But anyway, they do their thing. You get into boxing, my G. You came in with a different vantage point and a different backing. You didn't have to literally fight to get there. Canelo literally fought to get there. You get what I'm saying? Canelo wasn't doing weird dances and pranks to get his money up. And also too,
very true.
Also too, as a world champion, over and over again, I think his responsibilities are a little bit different, and his time to donate to the craft is different. But I do get Jake Paul's point though. A lot of these fighters could have been the ones to say, "Hey, look, let's catapult this women's boxing a little more." So it is. I agree with that. Hold on, let me take this call. Oh man, that's my shit right here. 91. Oh, I know where that's at. That's Vietnam. Caller, what's your name? Where you from?
Well, man, what's good? My name is Zebediah Wilson. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
Go ahead, you got the flow.
Yeah, man. I just want to call in and say, what topic? You know, I'm trying to.
Whatever you want to say, man. Go ahead. It's your call. I'll give you 2 minutes on the clock. Go ahead.
When Canelo.
Can you speak up just a little bit? Can you just speak up just a little bit? You sound like you're laying down.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Canelo situation, I just feel like that Bud Crawford fight is a money cash grab fight. So, no, it's just some bullshit entertainment fight. I mean, at that point, I just rather see. I mean, there's no difference in watching Jake Paul and Canelo.
So either one. So basically, you saying either one would have been a cash grab.
Yeah, either way, it's just an entertainment fight. You know, I don't normally. I don't want to see that fight.
Would you say Crawford has more of a chance than Jake Paul, though?
Yeah, he does, but I mean, I don't see it. I mean, if he do beat him, congratulations. I mean, I'll put him in my top 5 all-time great. Definitely
Man,
top
you can't
5.
have it both ways. Hold up now. Hold up, Jebediah. You can't have it both ways where if he wins, he's going to be in your top 5. He can't win. You can't win. Like Adrian told Rocky. Based on what you said, it's just a clown show. It's a circus show. He can't win. We can't have it both ways. But if he wins, he's going to be top 5 of all time. Damn. That means that fight ain't no clown show. That fight matters to the history of the sport. Even by your own words, it matters to your own personal vantage point in the history of the sport. So it matters.
Yeah, but do I see it? No.
You can see it. That's why you say if he wins, he's gonna be in your top 5. You've envisioned it in your mind already. At the smallest crack. Pause. You've envisioned it. That's why you said if.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right and stuff.
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say, hey, look, if I get up right now and go in the living room and slap the shit out of my wife, like, you get what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna do that. There's no if on that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I go outside and just start drinking gasoline right now, no, I'm not gonna do that. But go ahead. I'll let you finish your thought.
Yeah, man. So like, I mean, if I want to give you a quick breakdown. I mean, I'll give you reasons why Canelo is gonna win.
We're gonna do a whole episode on that. We're gonna do a whole episode on that one day soon, though. Just to let you know. So make sure you pull back up for that.
Yeah.
Keys to victory for both sides. I'm gonna do a keys to victory for a breakdown. We'll do a skill for skill check on it. But he got another fight in front of that. That's in September. So Canelo definitely is gonna be people gonna be tuned into him for all year long. But go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna break down detail by detail. I'm just gonna give you a quick process why I think Canelo will win. I think size plays a big matter. The weight class for a reason. And do I see Crawford hurting Canelo? No. He's moving up in weight, so adding too much weight in and stuff, it's gonna make it hard, to move around, do defenses and stuff. And lately I haven't really been seeing Crawford, moving on the slick and defenses and stuff, moving footwork and all that. I haven't really seen that on 147.
I didn't hear you. Say that last part again.
Yeah, I was saying that I haven't really seen Crawford with this slick footwork and all these defensive abilities and stuff when he moved to 147.
You didn't see that?
No, I never seen any defensive.
But what did you see though?
Ever since he moved to 147, I haven't really seen him
right. But what did you see?
When he got to 147, I just seen him be more aggressive and more in the pocket, just stuff like that. You just countering.
And what were the results? And what were the results?
He won by stoppage. He beat him.
But you get what I'm saying though, right? Standing in the pocket and sitting that you can't have it both ways. You can't be moving around fleet-footed, but also sit down on your punches. That's why they call it sit down on your punches. You stand there and you squat when you throw the punch. You sit down almost. Like you sitting down and, come up explosively. My G, he's not doing that now, boxing off the back foot. Now, granted, can you counter and box off the back foot? Yes. But that power that he has, I guess, and for most people, it comes from standing in the pocket, beating these boys up, let them know they can't fuck with you. And that's why he got those results, in my humble opinion. As Floyd Floyd had to sit down more on his punches as he got up in weight. Pacquiao did too. You get what I'm saying? You got to be a little more aggressive, because if not, these guys gonna try to run over. You got to let them know I'm supposed to be here. Bang, bang, bing, bing, and start teeing off on these guys. Also, you got to be defensively minded, and I thought he did a great job in that Spence fight with his defense. The Sean Porter fight, like a lot of these, hell yeah, in the Spence fight, man, I did a whole breakdown how he would catch, like when Spence was throwing the shot, he would catch the shot with the backhand. He would let Spence get out of position because he would lean back a little bit or get off center, and he would catch the jab, and as he's catching the jab, he's parrying it, pushing Spence now off balance, out of position, counter. He did that shit all night. That's from that first knockdown. You know what I'm saying? Catching them reach, just standing right there, just a little bit out of reach, knowing my reach and distance. I call it what people say he don't have legs no more. I call it he's better at measuring his distance at times and knowing where I can hit you from here and you can't hit me. And he's doing, and he does it faster. Yeah. When people say, "Oh, he always losing the first rounds and losing the rounds," no, man, they ain't said that. What they still talking about? What, the Kell Brook fight? And I was like, and what happened there? He knocked him out in the 4th round. So when they were like, well, he was losing rounds to Kell Brook, bro, the fight was over in the 4th round. He switched up on Kell Brook at the end of the 3rd round, took that over, and the 4th round, the fight was over. So all of that he's a slow starter. How? I don't know. I think he figures guys out. Dropped Spence in the 2nd round. He's a slow starter, though. You know what I'm saying? And took over that fight with Magimov immediately at 154. I don't know. I just think people underestimate the guy. And he's proven that he knows how to move up in weight strategically and still be dominant. And he already walks around as a big guy. He drains down to get to 147 and 154. I think he's going to be all right. But we'll see.
Real quick on that.
Yeah, and I got a slide after that. I got to get back to it.
Just real quick. So yeah, that Majimov fight, I had that as a robbery. I feel like Majimov won, but Crawford, so they're gonna
speak up, man. You sound, like I said, man, you sound like you have sleep and shit, man, or you on that lean and say it again.
Yeah, so over that Majimov fight, right? I feel like it was a robbery. I feel like Majimov won. And that Spence fight, I wouldn't really call it a great win because it was Spence. He was drained. He was high.
He was drained. No, he won't drain that high. No, that don't count. He was an undefeated, bro. He had just won a fight. He just beat the shit out of Ugas. Stopped Ugas.
Who was Ugas though?
He was a champion. He was the guy who just beat Pacquiao. Who was Pacquiao, right? We're gonna keep playing that game. No, bro, it counts, bro. That guy was an undefeated champion. He signed a check. He got paid. He went in the ring and he lost. We can't say he was weight drained. He didn't even say he was weight drained. He always made weight. When did Spence struggle making weight? He always made weight. On the first time too. So we can't do that, bro. I can't. You sound jaded. You sound like you I'm sorry. I just keep it in the book. You sound like you was rooting for Spence. He lost, and you didn't like Crawford before then. You don't like him now. I'm just being fair, bro.
Nah, I don't like Crawford at all.
See, clearly. Clearly.
I don't like Crawford. I don't.
But you supposed to like boxing though, and he's a winner. He's making history, bro. You know what I'm saying? First middle to do that 2-time undisputed. That's history, bro. You got to give him props. He beat Errol Spence to do it.
He's trying to get a payday.
No, he's got legacy. You act like he's a bum. What you mean he's trying to get a payday? It's prize fighting. You're supposed to get a payday.
He's going real.
What is connected?
He's going to legacy by getting
why did Mayweather fight anybody after he beat Oscar De La Hoya? He could have retired then. He already in the Hall of Fame. He didn't have to fight Pacquiao. He damn sure didn't have to fight not Virgil Ortiz. Victor Ortiz. He didn't have to fight him. Damn sure they had to fight Conor McGregor. Canelo could have retired a long time ago and been a Hall of Famer. Could have retired that night he got that undisputed. and been done, right? Why does he keep fighting? Challenge, push yourself.
Honestly,
I'm good at it, and they pay me a lot of money to do it. There's nothing wrong with earning a living, bro. Like, you bugging, man.
He just wants that bad. If he wanted to make history, he could try to, kill and beat undisputed 3 times on 154. Why not fight?
You sound like you're scared for him to fight Canelo. Hey, look, you act like that option ain't there for him. Like, he can't fight Canelo in September and win, lose, or draw, still do that. You can't say that,
fight
bro.
we should be pushing.
No, bro. Like, this is the biggest shit in boxing right now. Like, this is one of the biggest fights in boxing coming up this year, bro. Tell me a bigger fight that people are talking about this year other than Crawford and Canelo.
Bro,
tell me the fight.
Crawford,
sir. Let's not do that. Tell me the fight bigger than Crawford and Canelo this year.
Benavidez and Canelo.
No, that fight ain't on the table. What fight is coming up this year that's gonna be bigger than that? You just made up an imaginary fight. That fight ain't on the schedule.
Yeah, he said what he wanted to see. We're talking about what's on the docket, what we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing close to it, I ain't even gonna give you no way out. I'm gonna see what you got.
Tank Davis and Lamont Roach.
All right, see, I gotta let you go, man. Thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. God bless us all, man. I was gonna give him a way out, but one of the fights I would say would be another good fight that people are anticipating is Haney versus Garcia 2. That's an anticipated fight. But he didn't even say that. That's why I was like, man, Mark. Man. No, but appreciate you calling in. Tell people again, what's your name? Where you from?
Yeah, my name is they call me Easy, from San Antonio, Texas, and appreciate for letting me jump in the show.
Appreciate you, man. What's your name in the chat so I can give you a shout out when I see you? What you call yourself in the chat?
It's Trace Have. I'm a comment right now.
I appreciate you, fam. I'm gonna see you soon. All right, go ahead, Clips.
Yo, that was funny.
Let me read the super real quick. Then we'll come back to you. Lake County said, also Bud and team noticed how Errol Spence Jr. tipped his power, tipped his power punches. After every 2 jabs, Errol Spence Jr. came in with the power punch, and Bud was prepared. Film study matters. Film study definitely matters. And keep in mind, they've been watching and planning for that dude for like 4 or 5 years.
I got 5 on it.
Trey Sav, all right, man. Shout out Trey Sav, aka Easy. So yeah, I think that matters, Clips. But let's get back to this Jake Paul. Jake Paul calls Canelo a slave. I think Jake Paul needs to read the room. That's the wrong thing to call Canelo. You're a white man, calling the Mexican man a slave because you didn't get your way. They put out another post. I'm gonna read the MVP promotions letter that they put out. While I pull that up, give me your take on this.
I don't think it's that Jake Paul doesn't know how to read the room. Like I told you, that boy, they from Cleveland. We got them type of white boys in Ohio where, they get real itchy and chippy. And when I think he really wants to poke the bear, and he knows that Canelo doesn't do the disrespect too well. And so, he's trying to say something spicy to make Canelo free up his calendar and have some time for him.
That's not how this works. No, Clips, that can't be it.
I'm telling you, I know these disrespect.
Clips, you might know them, but that's not how business works. Canelo signed a 4th fight deal. Canelo signed a 4th fight deal. He's booked and busy to 2027. Also, he historically doesn't fight people who feel like they was disrespecting him. You get what I'm saying? Didn't fight Boo Boo Andre. He was, get out of here. You disrespected me. You just want payday. Same thing with Benavidez. Said Benavidez didn't get the fight because he's disrespectful. That's not how you go about it, in his opinion. I say that's the way it's always been done. But Clips, you can't be calling the guy a slave like, yeah, man, maybe I'm just trying to hype him up so I can get a fight with him. We already know he got a fight coming up in May. That's not you. We know who he fighting in September. That's not you. So, and he got a 2-fight deal. I mean, in 26 too. So what you hyping up a fight for 2027? Come on, bro. I can't think that's why he's doing it. I gotta disagree with you there. That makes no sense when the guy already got fights.
Well, that goes back to what I initially said when you read his initial post. That was he microdosing and feeling himself, like then because that was the energy I got from reading what he said was it's like common sense would say that's not good business. That's not. Canelo's got a history of shutting you down when you do that, but knowing the personality type that Jake Paul has shown me, and then knowing where he's from and knowing how those, that type is from that region. Yeah, he's probably on some, man, fuck this dude. I'll say whatever I want to say to this dude, whatever. And if he got a problem with it, he can either see me in the ring or we could whatever. Because either way, if we get into a back and forth, this controversy might make me skip the line to where, you got all these fights already scheduled, but I'm going to be one of them fights, or you're going to have to make this happen because I'm gonna try to interject myself into this conversation. Once again, the ballerina loves the stage.
All right, let me read this one. Most Valuable Promotions put out a statement, and it reads as follows. Make sure everybody can see it. Okay. Statement from Most Valuable Promotions regarding Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez. MVP was in deep negotiations for a blockbuster fight between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez on Cinco de Mayo weekend in Las Vegas, a massive event for the Mexican, Puerto Rican, and American fans. And it's disappointing to see how the situation unfolded. MVP operates with integrity, transparency, and respect for the sport, its athletes, and the fans. Unfortunately, not everyone in boxing not everyone in the boxing world shares those values. This situation is a reminder not to believe everything you read, especially when the current media environment is often controlled by those with hidden agendas, including promoters who have reporters on their payroll. Wow. Okay, shots fired. Let me continue.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
We remain in active discussions with multiple high-profile opponents and are committed to delivering the biggest fights, the most exciting events, and to working with partners who share our values and our commitment to boxing and its fighters. Jake Paul isn't going nowhere, and neither is MVP. We will continue to disrupt boxing on our terms. Most Valuable Promotions, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Okay. Puerto Rico. Oh, what's up, Haplo? Talk to me. Your mic is muted, Hap. Haplo going once. Make sure this the real Haplo. Might be getting some spam. Haplo going twice. All right.
Hey, wait. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Sorry about that, bro. I had it muted by mistake. Just want to chime in and say hello and, chop it up with you brothers.
All right,
Did I hear what? What you were just reading?
Talk.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm talking. Go ahead. We listening. You got the floor.
Yeah, I heard what you were reading. Yeah.
All right, respond. Go ahead.
I mean, that wasn't what I was trying to talk about. I was just trying to say
that's what I was.
The Canelo and
let me come back to you real quick. Then let me go to clips. Cause I read.
Go to clips.
I read all of that. Yeah, now I come right back to you. Cause I don't want all my reading to be in vain.
Absolutely not. Go right ahead.
You clicked on while I was reading it, so I thought you wanted to respond to that. Clips, go ahead. Give me your take on what I just read right there. Statement from MVP Promotions.
Now, the statement is a more professional approach to things, voicing their disappointment for Canelo going for the turkey deal instead of trying to do business with them. It was worded with all the little professional slights and jabs without all the hyperbole or inflammatory language, as one would expect to coming from officially from a company letterhead. Jake Paul individually on his Twitter, that man gonna be loose with it. And so now you're seeing the dual sides of it. I don't think that the MVP letter cleaned it up or clarified anything, or as much as he was showing the separation between this is how I feel, but this is my company stance.
All right, fair enough. Good shit. Go ahead, Hap. What did you say you want to talk?
Oh, that was a hell of a breakdown from that guy Eclipse, bro.
Yeah, so
That guy Eclipse knows what the fuck he's talking about,
Stop all
bro.
that glazing, man. I'm gonna kick you off the panel, all that gay shit. Now look, I asked you, what do you got to say about the what did you pull up to talk about? You said you didn't pull up to talk about the Jake Paul situation. What you got?
No, I was just gonna say that I think it's Lisa confirmed to me in the chat there that the Jake Paul and Crawford fight is solid, and I believe Lisa, she's my number one. So I'm excited, bro. I think that's a great fight. It reminds me of Hagler versus Leonard from when I was a kid. That was a huge fight. I think this will be a huge fight, and I think it'll be a good fight, man. Everybody going into the Hagler-Leonard fight had Leonard getting fucking murdered in it. He had never fought at 160, right? He had been off for like 4 years. He's coming out of nowhere to fight this beast, bro, that had been reigning over the middleweight division for so many years. And then he came in there with an insane game plan and won the fight. So, this could be a classic, It could be something really... People don't really appreciate that.
That's what I keep telling people too. People are keep saying he's coming up 2 divisions or 3 divisions. I was like, bro, it was a time where it was no Fisher mic, bro. Your mic.
Me?
Yeah, something moving around. I muted it. It was a time, Clips, where we didn't have no middle divisions. It wasn't no junior divisions or super divisions. It was your welterweight or your middleweight. It was no. What is that your mic moving around?
No. I'm not doing anything. I'm just listening.
Or is that Clips? What? Because I ain't heard it all night.
No, I was muted.
Let me mute just in case.
Thank you, sir. That shit loud. Basically, Clips, you get my point though. It was no junior middleweight. You either welterweight or you're middleweight. There was no and depending on who you're talking to, they'll call it junior middleweight, or some people will call it super welterweight. It was no divisions like that. Either you're this or you're that. So when you say, oh, this guy jumping up 2 divisions or 3 divisions, I'm like, bro, they've been doing this, right? Niggas was going from welterweight to middleweight all the time, B, because we didn't have no 154. That's why they say Crawford is a throwback fighter.
Sugar Ray Robinson, bro.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
I said Sugar Ray Robinson.
Right.
And also Henry Armstrong jumped up from featherweight, skipped lightweight, and won the welterweight title, and then moved down to welterweight to win that title. He had like 4.
St. Langford was a beast.
Sam Langford.
Langford. That's crazy. And Mark, when you mentioned it earlier, Mark, but a lot of people forget that, okay, you get a boxer who fights at 140. He's shrinking himself down to get to that 140. Like in his natural walking around training weight, this man, if he fights at 140, he's probably physically used to walking around 160, probably 170. It might not be his ideal fighting shape, but that takes nothing but a tune-up fight and some good training.
Yeah, Sam Langford started at lightweight, bro. Went all the way to heavyweight. Lightweight,
Let's go.
welterweight, middleweight, light heavyweight. And he was a big dude. He was like Mike Tyson type shit. Shorter than Mike Tyson. Dude was like 5'7".
He was short. Yeah, he was a short guy.
5'6", 5'7". He was great.
Power,
he
skill,
was great size. Respect.
Never got a shot, but he was. His accolades are second to none, bro. As far as wins, knockouts, all that kind of shit, Sam Langford is up there among the number 1 or number 2 type guys in the sport.
Yeah, definitely unsung. Definitely an unsung hero. Shout out to the great Sam Langford, and thank y'all for bringing this up to all the casual fans within the sound of our voice, if you really want to understand a legend in the sport of boxing and understand what we're doing, go on and Google that, Sam Langford, because, man, yeah, that is a perfect example. I don't know, I think that was Mark who brought
that might be the best example. Yeah, Mark brought it up. Yeah. I was talking about Henry Armstrong, but yeah, he brought up Langford. That's even more extreme.
Yeah, like when you think about your Langfords and fighters like that, yeah, okay, well that's a bygone era, but let's not act like this is something that we've never seen before and it could never happen. And this man's crazy. He just has no business fighting Canelo. It's like, no. Okay, but
no, this is a great fight, bro. It's exciting to me, bro. I was like, I don't even know. What was I, 10 years old when Hagler and Leonard fought, and it was so exciting. They built the shit out of that fight. Leonard was coming off a fucking 3-year layoff, bro. Everyone thought he was gonna get murdered. Hagler looked like a fucking menace to society, bro. And when the fight happened, it was just like magical, bro. It was one of those magical moments in boxing. So hopefully we get that again. Like, anyone who's complaining about this is fucking retarded, in my opinion.
Can't say that on here, please.
I'm sorry. They're remedial.
I got you. I'm gonna save you. Go ahead, Puro. Pass the mic.
What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
What's going on? What's going on? Where exactly are we on? In the topic,
shit, we right here at the end. I'm being here.
No, I mean, are we commenting on the?
Oh yeah. Did J. Paul go too far calling Canelo as I said calling Canelo as on slave. I messed up. Reading Rainbow, nigga. My bad.
A slave.
Take a look. It's in the book, bro.
Yeah, go ahead calling Canelo.
I would say yes, he went too far.
I was talking to Puro. You just cut me off, please, sir.
Yeah, but I just didn't.
Let me just mute your mic, please. Relax. Let me finish my thought, man. Damn, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Puro.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's uncalled for and dumb to call anybody that. It's just it's I mean, it's super disrespectful again. Yeah. I mean, it's boneheaded. Like, guy's dumb.
It's a live show, Puro. You got to give me more than 2 sentences, bro. Come on.
Shit. Yeah, he should be canceled, and like his boxing license should be stripped. I mean, to me, I'm offended that he could stoop to such a low standard.
All right, go ahead, Ablo. What was you about to say?
No, I was just giving my answer to the question that I never got to give. But yes, I think you went too far. I think you went too far calling him a slave. That was bullshit.
He said he never got to give. Like, I stopped him. Like, you pulled up and said other things. Like, he actually asked me.
It happened like it happened, bro. I'm just giving you my answer.
You came in topping clips off. Clips gave the best answers. I love it.
It's a live show, Haplo. It's a live show.
Is that my ear imitation of me, bro?
Yes, bro. That's my
imitation. Do it again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember Eminem used to do Ken Kniffs? Remember he used to do Ken Kniff on the skit?
No, not Ken Kniff from Connecticut.
Yeah, that's Haplo.
Don't let me start doing Mark Nash though.
Excuse me, sir.
Don't let me start doing my imitations.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Nah. It's your show. I don't want to be disrespectful.
Don't do it behind my back like you did last time. Do it right here. Let's
do it behind your back. What did I ever do behind your back? Nothing.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Never did anything behind
your
your back.
Here we go.
Shots fired.
You know what you did. Well, go ahead.
All right. No, I'm not gonna do it. But no, your imitation of me is funny. Keep going. I like it.
Don't ever say that to me in your life. Slap shit out of you.
Yeah, L. I need an adult.
Keep going. I like it. No, that doesn't sound like me though, bro. But it's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, man. That's pretty much all I got for this episode, man. I'm glad y'all pulled up, but yeah, I think J. Paul didn't read the room. Actually, I got a couple more clips I need to play from J. Paul. Let me see. Reopen close tab. Let me see this one. Go backwards.
Mark, while you pulling that up, did you
pulling it up with me?
Oh, go ahead.
Here you can see Canelo's signature. Oh, Canelo, you puta.
And this fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters.
Time to expose them. So we had a signed contract to fight. Here you can see Canelo's signature and my signature to the right. Claiming he's not fighting YouTubers. Bullshit. Look at the poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th. Claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like David Benavidez, you bitch.
Hold up. So now you trying to glaze David. Hold up, but you mad that he
wait. Why doesn't he fight David?
Right, hold up. That too, but you saying instead of fighting a real fighter like David, you fighting Crawford, a 130. We all know Crawford ain't been at 135 for over about a decade now, almost, right?
No, but he exposed himself.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
should fight David. They're the same weight.
Homie,
Let them fight each other.
To say, oh, instead of, I always hated niggas like that in real life. I don't like niggas doing that in nothing. Like, Mark, you a bitch. You a bitch. You don't want to see. Yeah, Mark, you a bitch. You don't want to see that guy Eclipse. Hold up, nigga. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, and I can beat him. What you mean, respectfully, Clip? But you get my point. Like, don't be up there trying to pit me against somebody else, or like, or enemy of my enemy is my friend type shit. Like, nigga, I'll slap shit out of both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if Jake Paul fought, if Jake Paul fought fucking Benavidez, that'd be the only fight I would ever root for Benavidez in.
All right, let me play this clip right here. Play the rest.
YouTubers, bullshit. Look at the poster. We were announcing Tuesday, February 11th. Claiming he fights real fighters, but he's fighting Crawford, a 135-pound fighter, and running from a real fighter like.
Don't forget. Well, Crawford is more accomplished than you and David Benavidez combined. So you can't say he's not a real fighter. 130. He said instead of fighting a real fighter, Crawford is as real as it gets, homie. Generation.
Yeah, and he left out the fact that he said he called him. Wait. He called him a 135-pound fighter. The guy has undisputed at 147. So he got that wrong too.
And 40. Undisputed at 40 and 47.
At his last two fights, above 150.
And no, one fight. He fought one fight at 154.
Okay, what?
Okay. But got a title there too. So the guy is a champion at 35, undisputed at 40, undisputed at actually lineal champion too. You know what I'm saying? 3-time lineal champion.
Yeah, and why doesn't Jake Paul, this fake
say this, man?
It's fake Civil War beard.
A
Why doesn't he fight Benavidez?
135-pound fighter and running from a real fighter like David Benavidez, you bitch. The truth is you can be bought. You're a money-hungry squirrel chasing your next nut. The truth is these sports-washing shady characters are paying you.
He sounds hurt.
You're a money-hungry squirrel chasing your.
But if he fought you, that's what everybody would have said. It was about money. Plus, you never. What weight would y'all fought at? You just fought at heavyweight. He's a super middleweight.
Benavidez, you bitch. The truth is you can be bought. You're a money-hungry squirrel.
But you come by him, and you mad that you come by him.
Put Jake Paul in there with better
chasing your
Put
next.
him in there with better beef. Let's see how well he does.
Let me say this. He's mad because he couldn't buy him. That's what it sounds like.
The truth is these sports washing shady characters are paying you hundreds of millions of dollars to stop our fight from happening because they couldn't fathom the fact that they can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has made you hundreds of millions of dollars and you turned your back on him for this check, disloyal, and you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view. But I have loyalty.
He's a free agent. He can go where he wants. That's the whole point of free agency. Like,
man, I just want to see this kid get fucking splattered, bro.
I start talking, you cut me off like within one line. Are you doing this on purpose, or you don't?
No,
think
I just can't stand it.
Or you don't think what I'm saying has value? Okay.
No, what you're saying has validity, but what he's saying is bullshit.
Because you ain't even letting me say more than one line. I stop it and react, and you react as soon as I say one line, bro. I'm gonna let you go first after the next clip. We'll see how they go.
Can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has millions of dollars to stop our fight from happening because they couldn't fathom the fact that they can't create a bigger fight than me and you. Al Heyman has made you hundreds of millions of dollars and you turned your back on him for this check, disloyal, and you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view. But I have loyalty to Netflix, doing the biggest numbers. And you call me a YouTuber.
Let's stop right there. Go ahead, Hap.
All right. Well, I'll say this motherfucker is a piece of shit. I fucking hate him, and
Hey,
everything he's saying is bullshit. All this
Hab,
shit.
listen. Respect my show. You can't just give me a whole line of expletives, bro. They're gonna take my video down or demonetize my video. You can't just say
All right.
F.
Well,
F,
all right.
F,
I'll say
B.
it without. I'll say it without
I
cursing.
know you can or space
Yeah.
it out.
All
Like,
right.
damn.
Okay.
Like,
All right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, Mark.
3 sentences of expletives.
God damn! I always get policed, bro. Everyone else comes on here and says whatever they want.
No, I do that to everybody, bro. Stop that gay shit. I do that to everybody. If they just run in like
There's no
that,
gay shit going on. I'm just trying to talk about Jake Paul and
just
his baloney.
speak.
Is that
And let's
good?
move.
Baloney. This guy is full of fucking baloney, and he's a piece of crap.
All right.
He weaseled his way into the boxing world by fighting a bunch of non-boxers and fake MMA old guys that were retiring. Dragged Mike Tyson out of retirement and made a deal with him for Mike Tyson not to knock him out, which Mike Tyson could have done. This guy is a fake dude. No cursing. A fake dude. Boxing. If you put him in there with the people that he's saying that Canelo is ducking, like a Benavidez or a Beterbiev or someone like that, Jake Paul would be splattered. This guy lost to Tommy Fury, who's a mediocre boxer at best. Okay? With his fake beard and talking all kinds of crap about loyalty and this and that. This guy got no loyalty to anybody, bro. You're talking about a star effort young man.
All right, man. We gotta pass around a little bit though. I'll let you cook though. I'll let you cook. Let me play the rest because there's still more of this video. My response to this is Jake Paul is talking about his loyalty to Netflix. Canelo ain't got no loyalty to Netflix, and he don't owe Netflix any loyalty. He doesn't owe you guys that. Like, hey, look,
It's loyal, and you were begging to do this fight on pay-per-view.
Not begging. That's called negotiating.
I have loyalty to Netflix.
I don't have no. So you got to deal with Netflix where you're locked in to a certain thing. Canelo doesn't have to capitulate to what you have going on with Netflix.
Doing the biggest numbers. And you call me a YouTuber, but you've never had a boxing match as big as mine. Remember you told my team that your daughter came home and asked if you were fighting Jake Paul? She was all excited. You said that was the first time your daughter's ever asked you about a fight. And you're screwing over all your Mexican fans by doing your fights in Saudi. It just shows what type of person you are. And I promise you one thing, Canelo. Any fight that you do this year, mine will be bigger. So go fuck off to your boss, you Ring Magazine employee, you pink and orange bitch. And oh, fix that herpy on your lip, you dirty puta.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy.
Okay, go ahead, Clips.
This guy is out of control. I will say to you, I think you misinterpreted what he means by loyalty. I think he was talking about a loyalty to Al Heyman and everything. And he was talking about his loyalty to Netflix. He was talking about Canelo's loyalty to Al Heyman. He's not being loyal to Al Heyman.
That's not the same. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish, but I thought I addressed that clearly. Canelo's a free agent. No, Jake Paul is signed. He has a deal with Netflix to do his next fight over there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
So let me. No, that's not what you said. That's not the same thing, and that's not what you just said.
Let me finish. He's saying,
Fish your audio.
I think this is what I'm hearing from what he said. He's talking about Al Heyman did this for you, blah, 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 blah. You're disloyal, you're money hungry. You see me, I'm loyal to Netflix. I'm trying to do the biggest fight. Al Heyman was trying to get you over here with Netflix, but you chose to go somewhere else. You're not being loyal. And I think that's where he's coming with it. That's what I'm saying. Is he doing too much? Way too much.
Okay. My response to that would be, notice what happened there. I have a loyalty to Netflix, a company. I want you to have loyalty to a person, Al Heyman. See the difference there? Loyalty to Al Heyman.
Oh, yeah, no,
I didn't finish. He didn't say BBC. He didn't say Amazon. And Canelo historically has worked with everybody. He's worked with Oscar. He's worked with Eddie. He's worked with Al. And then he's working with Turkey El Sheikh. This is right
Good
on
point.
This is right on brand. I'm my own. People talk about being their own boss and being able to move. He don't sign long-term deals. I'm gonna be over here for a couple years. I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna do a couple fights with you. Who got the bag? Who got the opponents that I want? Who's gonna be? What's gonna work best for me? That he's moving like a boss, doing what he want to do. I don't. And Jake Paul is saying, like, look, you didn't have loyalty to Al Heyman. I have loyalty to Netflix. What's called loyalty? A contract? Because if you're a free agent, you can go wherever. I got money with Al. I went somewhere else. I came back and got some more money with Al.
Well, that's what I agree with you. What I said, I think that what Jake Paul said, I misinterpreted what he meant about loyalty. And then I remember the first thing I also said was, I think Jake Paul's making a false equivalency, because in my mind, you sound like a sucker. You can't call nobody a slave while screaming how you a company man.
Yeah, and
that's just
who's to say Al Heyman? Yeah, and I don't know about Al Heyman working deals for Canelo historically neither. So,
exactly.
So I don't get where you got that from. Where it was like where he wasn't loyal to Al Heyman and letting Al Heyman make this Netflix deal. I don't know where you got that from.
Well, I got that from what he said, because that's how he started talking about loyalty. Al Heyman did this, Al Heyman did that, blah, blah, blah. And then he starts going into, see, I'm loyal, I'm with Netflix, you're just money hungry. That's where I got that.
But he made money with Al, went with Eddie, made money over there, and came back over there with Al.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So what the fuck is Jake talking about?
Canelo has been moving like a true free agent in the game. He does what he wants to do, and Jake is talking to him like, "No, shut up. You're a worker. You're supposed to be working for Al Heyman. You ain't blah blah blah." And
Called him a slave. He called him a slave too.
Right, to where that's what I'm saying. If you listen to what's being implied, what Jake is doing, and that's what I mean. Like, I get what that you're saying. Oh, he's not reading the room. I'm thinking that Jake knows what he's doing. He's telling him, "Shut up, boy. You don't dictate terms around here. I don't give a goddamn if you're Canelo. You need to come over to this corporate money, because this is real money, and you ain't being loyal. You acting like you dictate terms. You don't dictate no terms here."
Let me ask you a question, Mark. How many fights? How many? Hold on. How many?
Real fighters.
Sorry.
Don't fucking around with Canelo. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Hey guys, don't pay attention in anything in this fucking YouTuber. I just fight real fighters. Don't fucking around with Canelo. Come on, let's go.
All right, so he took the time to do that in English. Replying
how many big fights have been on Netflix? Just answer me that.
Just that one. It's the only fight I know to be on Netflix. Other than pro.
Okay, so Jake Paul's talking out his ass, is he not?
No, Jake Paul, no, that fight was a big fight, because
as far as boxing goes, he's talking out his ass.
No. As far as boxing goes, he's not lying, man. That was a big ass fight.
That was a big fight. That was one fight.
You asked the question, let me answer it. I want to answer the question.
My question was how many?
No, you said, was he talking out of his ass? That was your last question I was trying to answer. No, he's not all the way, and no, he's not, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I went home to visit my 85-year-old auntie, my auntie was talking to me about that fight. My mother in her late 60s was talking about that fight. They was like, "Man, did you see? What you think of that Mike Tyson and that white boy? You think you know what I'm saying? Somebody just thought they didn't even know his name. They was like, you think it was fate? You think Mike Tyson didn't want to knock him out?" And now we would talk about that. Then they was like, "But what about those girls? Ooh, them girls was fighting, won't they? And this is
that was a good fight. Yeah,
this is an 85-year-old lady. And the other lady is like 68, 69 years old, talking about, wow, those
right.
But I think, yes, that fight did something for boxing, and it brought a lot of eyes to boxing of people who would not be watching boxing. They're not going to buy a pay-per-view. They're not going to just turn to it, but it's Mike Tyson and it's on Netflix. Why not?
I don't disagree with you on that. My question was, how many big fights have been on Netflix? That's one. I agree. That was a huge fight. And everybody watched it. I agree. They shut down the internet with that one. But that's more because of Mike Tyson, in my opinion, than Jake Paul. It was a combination, but it worked together, and they made a big fight. It was a big card. That's the only one they've done over there. So Netflix isn't really a big boxing venue yet. If you want to establish that, do a couple more events like that and prove that you can continue doing it.
I agree.
Like,
and I see when. Oh, I'm sorry. But
yeah, but until then, like, who the fuck is he to talk shit about a guy who's a legit Hall of Famer, bro? Like, I don't love Canelo, bro. I'll criticize him all day long. I thought the fight with Cotto was an even fight. I thought that should have been a draw. I got no love for Canelo, but if you look at all the fighters that are fighting right now, that's the most accomplished guy in boxing, bro. And who the fuck is Jake Paul to be talking shit like that? He's a little punk with this fake ass beard, and he's pretending.
Why you keep talking about his beard? Who cares about his beard?
Because he looks like an idiot with that fucking beard.
I don't know if his beard fake,
Like,
but even if it is, like,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, we ain't trying.
You brought it up like 5 times.
Yeah, you ain't trying to sleep with him neither, though. Like, so who cares? Or are you? Shit. Like, why do we care about what his beard looks like? Why,
nah, bro? He's just an idiot. I don't like him.
It's wild business. Hey, half Mark. I'm not trying to cut y'all off, but I'm back in the chat. I love y'all once again. Thanks for having me on the show.
Peace.
Saludos, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? Keep talking about.
I don't like him, bro. I don't like him.
Clearly,
I don't like him. I don't like the shit he's talking. I don't like Canelo either, but I like Canelo more than I like him.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit, I'm about to end it, man. I got some stuff to do in the studio, man. You got anything you want to say before I let y'all go?
Just thanks for having me on, as always.
No, anytime, bro. We're having no other way. Lake County said most viewed fight in boxing history, Haplo. He said Haplo sounds like Matt Riddle. I don't know who Matt Riddle is. Who's Matt Riddle?
I'll give you the $2. You give him the $2. All right, pay him the $2. Oh, pay the $2.
I don't know who Matt Riddle is, dog. But that's all I got, man. Do remember, like they used to say on the Clue tapes. Do remember, Brian Norman Sr. has a fight coming up February 15th. In Jonesboro, Georgia. That's like south of Atlanta, about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes south of Atlanta, Jonesboro, Georgia. Straight off the highway, man. You get off the highway on Terra Boulevard and just ride Terra Boulevard all the way down. You're going to get right here to the Terra Event Center. And it's going down in a major way. Brian Norman Sr., father and trainer of Brian Norman Jr., WBO welterweight champion, will be facing off against Greg Hackett out of Philadelphia. Philly versus Atlanta is going down in a major way. Tickets are still available and affordable tickets, man. It's about $75. I'll get you a good seat for like $75, like second row type shit. So if they still got some of those available, but yeah, you get some good seats for less than $100. It's Saturday, February the 15th. Saturday, February 15th, Valentine's Day Massacre. But they are billing it as the South has something to say about boxing part 2. So this is their second event. It's being promoted by Yaya Promotions, courtesy of BOK Prime. You can watch this event on your laptop or on your computer, on your apps via BOK Prime. And I believe the event is $5.99. I'm going to buy 10 of those for 10 lucky members of the show to support for Brian Norman Sr. and Greg Hackett's event. So I'm gonna probably buy like 10 of those, spend about $60 and give 10 people. I'm gonna do a drawing and it's already free. You ain't gotta enter, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'm gonna load all the members' names up and I'm gonna just spin the wheel 10 times and I'll reach out to you guys and see if you wanna get the fight. And I'm gonna do that live. Actually, it'll be on the members only, live. Just load everybody's name up and spin the wheel. If you want to watch the fight, cool. Some people don't even like boxing. They still members to the channel, but they don't even watch boxing. So they might be like, nah, I'm cool. Get that to somebody else. You feel me? You know, so Just want to make sure everybody has the opportunity to see it, and we're going to support our guy, Brian Norman Sr. in a major way. All right? With that said, man, thank you for your time, your energy. Man, I got nervous at first when I clicked back on this. I was like, what is this? It's like some porn.
Oh,
but it was the angle. The angle. But that's it, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to entertain you all, because it's definitely an opportunity. And I don't take it for granted. Don't take it for light. Sorry if I was a little snappy with some of the guests, man, about the language, man. But yeah, we all curse to end up here. And you can curse, but you got to, it's a way you got to do it almost. Kind of space it out. It can't just be bop, 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 and expletive at the expletive and derogatory terms for disabled people, like, you know, the R word, retard, you know what I'm saying? See, like that. See how you got to sneak it in real quick. Keep it moving. But yeah, man, they're funny about that. You know, this is a platform where I'm a guest, and I have to be allowed to be up here too. And at any time, if you give them the wrong reason, they can just take your shoes off, turn your TV off. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. So that's it, man. Thank you for your time, your energy. Hey, look, dreams require your sleep, goals require your effort. Go out there and get your goals. I'm on to the next episode. It's your man, Martin Nash, Breaking Beats, where we break down business, entertainment, art, technology, sports, and any and everything else you and I feel like talking about. Sometimes we're going to agree. Sometimes we're going to disagree. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, homeboy, homegirl. Never forget this.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
And I mean that. Drive.
Hey, it's Antonio Tarver, champion. You watching Mark Nash at Breaking Beats. I usually don't do drops, but I'm going to give you one, bro. I'm going to give you one. I love you, champ.
And I love y'all, too.
This that squad sound.
This is mad now. Subscribe. I don't care how many subscribers he has. Support him. So he made all this possible. He made this possible.
Nah, Dr. Mark, God made this possible. God made all this possible. All of it. So the viewers like you. I see y'all on the next one. Peace.